Hello everyone, this is Coach Magda, and this is the second video in the series of videos on stages of grief during divorce and breakup. So the first stages were denial and anger, and the third stage is bargaining. And this is actually the third and the last stage where we're trying to sort the past. And once this is sorted out, we move to depression, which really is very present-based. So in the bargaining stage, we are very often thinking, well, if only I would do things differently, if I were a different person, there's a lot of shame and guilt involved, and we're questioning ourselves. If only we did something differently, this wouldn't have happened. It's kind of like a last hurrah before we understand that truly the relationship is over. And frankly, it's never one thing, and it's never one person. Everything is co-created, and there are different reasons why relationship broke up. And also, you did your best at the time. So there's really no point of shaming and blaming yourself. However, there are definitely lessons to be learned, and that is important, valuable information. So the shame has to do with who we are. So very often, we might say, I am unlovable, I'm a terrible person, I am this, that, and the other. And it's really not very helpful. And these types of talking to ourselves really comes from when we were children. These are stories that we carry through the childhood, which are actually not true. This is how we interpreted what was happening. And we're still stuck in these stories. The guilt part is about what I did versus who I am. So I did this or I did that, I shouldn't have done that. Well, maybe now you will know better. But you did your best again. So with the bargaining, we really need to understand that the relationship as it is disintegrating. It may die and it may be born again at some point, but the way it was, it did not work. So something has to change if that relationship is to work at any point in the future. So just understanding, really knowing what is it that we maybe how we enabled the person, what is it that how we did not stand up for ourselves, how is it that we didn't respect ourselves. This is something that we may want to put our attention to and work on these things going forward. So this is definitely very, very good information. And now, since our heart is broken and our minds are open, this is how we're going to wonderfully grow, so we won't repeat the same mistakes ever again. It's very important also not to shame the other person or blame the other person, because we'll get stuck in these stories, in these negative thinking. So really being grateful for what was and understanding what can I do next time differently is what will help us. If you have any questions, please contact me at magdaellis.com, and in the next video we will talk about depression and sadness, the fourth stage of grief. Take care.